So before we jump into this week's topic, I wanted to just recap everything that you should have learned in the last couple of weeks. We've been focusing on the importance of planning your week in advance. And the reason that you plan your week in advance is so that the smart part of your brain, the logical part of your brain, can make great decisions in advance. So in a perfect week, on a Saturday or a Sunday or sometime at the weekend, you would sit down and you would do your mind flush. And your mind flush would include all the urgent things that you've got to get done this week. It would also include some of those important tasks that are going to move your life forward, are going to make you feel more fulfilled and just make your life better. And then when you've got that list completed, you're going to go through it, you're going to remove all the shoulds, all the things you feel that you must do but you don't really want to do, and then you will prioritize that list. And then you'll sit down and you'll look at your week, and I like to plan out Monday through Wednesday in detail. I like to put my top 3 priorities against each day and schedule the time that I'm going to complete them, plus smaller priorities as well. And then for Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I just decide my top 3 priorities and decide whether I'm going to do them in the morning or the afternoon. And then ideally at the end of the day, you'll come back in and you'll do your little mini mind flush where you'll look at what you planned for tomorrow, and based on what's happened today, you can reprioritize certain things, you can move things around, or maybe add to your day tomorrow to make sure that you are prioritizing your goal. And so when you've done that, you wake up in the morning and you get started with your day. That is ideal, that is perfect. But I do realize that we're about to come into the Christmas period, which is for most of you the busiest time of the year. I know it is for me. So perfection with your planning is probably going to be very difficult to achieve. So knowing that the whole goal of planning your day is using that logical part of your brain, it may be that some days you literally just have a list of 10 or 15 things that have to get done. And in the morning when you're making your coffee, you get a post-it note and you write down what you want to get done that day, your top 3 priorities and when you're going to get them done. And that is the most that you'll be able to do when it comes to planning your day. So that's what I want you to take from the last couple of weeks. You have to plan in advance to be able to use the smart part of your brain that's going to allow you to hit your goals. Because if you wait until the moment to decide what to do, you're always going to use that primitive part of your brain and just choose the easiest thing or the least stressful thing. And even sometimes if you've created an amazing plan and you really want to stick to it, sticking to that plan can be very difficult. And sometimes prioritizing those tasks that are going to allow you to hit your goal can be difficult as well. And that is because you don't have a big enough reason to hit your goal. And that is what we're going to get into this week. We're going to be talking about your why, which is that big reason why you want to hit your goal. And we're going to talk about how when you think about your why multiple times during the day, you are much more likely to be able to achieve your goal and stick to your plan. So join me in the next video when we talk about your why.